purpose of this video is to try to give you an overview of how to use tables 314.16a and 314.16b for box fill for electrical code calculations 1, lesson 4. Again, this is going to be an overview. We're also going to use this in lesson 5. So in order to use table 314.16a and 314.16b, you see it here on the left-hand side of my screen where we have all the different sizes of boxes. And the one thing I'd like to mention to everybody is to make sure you pay attention to this part up here where it says round, octagonal, or square. Our 1900 boxes are the square ones, and then obviously our round boxes or octagon boxes are the round and octagon boxes. We'll also have a device box, and those will be specifically stated in the questions, and they'll also be specifically stated in the field, I hope. So the insulation type does not matter when you're doing box fill. It only matters when you're doing conduit fill. So it does not matter if you have a THHN, an XHHW, or whatever as far as the conductor, or as far as the box fill goes. The only thing that matters is the size of the conductor, and you will see that that has to be either a 6 or smaller according to the table. It's also in the text of article 314.16. So 314.16a will only apply if all the conductor sizes in the box are the same size. Again, it doesn't have to be the same insulation type, but as long as all the conductor sizes are the exact same, then you can use this right-hand side of the table in 314.16a. So if not, that doesn't mean we aren't going to use 314.16a if we have different sizes. That just means that we can use this very far right-hand side if they are all the same size. If they're not all the same size, then I'm going to use table 314.16b, which is right here underneath. We'll get to that here in a sec. And I've got to use my minimum volume allowance here in this center column, that center set of columns in between the lines. Okay, so if we just state that there are 8 number 12s, what size 1900 box? Well, we just go down to 12 right here. Go down, you find the number 8, and you can see that we can put that in a 4 by 1 1/4" square box. No big whoop. All right. So I've got a couple of sample questions. So if we come over here to 314.16b, though, we will see, in fact, I'll enlarge that a little bit. For 314.16b, we can see that we've actually got fill allowances for our conductors. So if we come over here to my example, this is a sample question over here. It asks me what the minimum cubic inch capacity of a box that contains 6 number 14s and 6 number 12s. So we have to come on and we have to find our number 14. Oh, number 14 says it's good for 2.0 cubic inches. So I'm going to take my 2.0 cubic inches and multiply that by 6 conductors, and that's going to give me 12 cubic inches. But I've also got 6 number 12s. So I'm going to go to my number 12 and see that my number 12 is good for 2.25 cubic inches. And when I multiply 2.25 by 6, 2.25 times 6, I'm going to get a value of 13.5. And when I add those two values together, I'm going to get 25.5 cubic inches. And now that I know that I've got 25.5 cubic inches, now I can actually come up here to my column, and I'm going to find a box that I can put 25.5 cubic inches. I'm looking for a 1900 box, a square box. I see that the number that's bigger than 25.5 is going to be the 30.3, so it's going to be a deep 1900 box. If I'm using an octagon box, I can actually put, or I'm sorry, a 4 and 11 box, I can put that in a shallow 4 and 11 box And there is no octagon box I can do. I'd have to get an octagon box with an extension ring. Okay, so I've got another sample. It's basically the same type of thing, but we'll do it. This has a little bit different size conductors. This one says, what is the minimum cubic inch capacity for the installation of 3 number 10s? So 3 number 10. Number 10 is, I gotta go back down. To my number 10s. My number 10s are 2.5 cubic inches. So that give me 7.5. And 3 number 6s. And when I go to my number 6s, those are 5 cubic inches apiece. So that'll be another 15. Add them together and I get 22.5 cubic inches. And that is essentially how to do those calculations when all you need to do is figure out what the cubic inch capacity of your junction box needs to be.